Hey, I don't know about you guys, but this creeped me out. So, Backrooms is about a guy named Clark. Clark sells furniture at a retail store. One day, Clark stumbles in the basement and finds this wall that is a portal to the back room. Later on, he leads his therapist, his employee, and her boyfriend into the back rooms, and they soon find out that they're not alone, and now they have to escape the back rooms. I don't know if you guys are fans of Kane Parson and his YouTube short Backrooms, but this movie is basically the blockbuster cinematic version of the Backrooms. Kane Parson does a good job of keeping the Backrooms the same way how it was, but adding a little mix up in the lore with the whole copies of ourselves. But besides that, this movie is creepy, it's suspenseful, there's a lot of running. I didn't think there would be a lot of running, but I mean, horror movies, so why not run? I like the way they made the Backrooms feel huge. When you're watching the short horror film, it just feels like the Backrooms is not that big. But when you're watching this film, it feels humongous. Like there's endless, endless Backrooms. Also, they do a good job of making you feel for these characters. Like you feel for Clark, and then you feel for Mary. Like Clark has his whole divorced wife drunk situation going on. And then Mary has her crazy mother abandonment, I don't know, stuff going on. And then the coworkers that just got the short end of the stick. Like they just make you feel for these characters. And of course the acting in this movie is great. Every single actor that was in this movie did their part. They actually overstepped. Like it just felt like the acting was just like so good. Like it didn't really match this film, but it was still a good film. And then also I love that they gave that VHS kind of look when Clark is running to the back rooms and he's just recording. It just felt like watching the short film. Also, the entity is not what I thought it would be, but it worked. It was scary, it was creepy, and just kind of nerve-wracking. Like you're just, what am I looking at? And they do a good job of just wrapping this film up. Like they gave us a lot of like kind of thinking like, okay, what's going to happen next? Like we need to see more, to where like it leads up to a Backrooms 2. Also, I don't even know what the freak the Backrooms is. Like like we're still lost. Like we still don't know what is the Backrooms. Like it's such a good movie that it just still have that lingering effect that like what is the Backrooms? And it still just leaves that in your head to think about what is the Backrooms. And then just after watching the Backrooms, it's just like I want more. Like what happens to Mary after the guy lets her know that, you're not leaving? Like, do they just take her out? But I will say this movie is definitely a slow burn. It is slow, but it works. It's not supposed to be fast. It's supposed to it builds up, is what I'm saying. It builds up to the conclusion. Kane Parson, first time directing, does a great job, sticks the landing. Also, please stop comparing Obsession and Backrooms. These are two separate movies with two separate ideas and plots. So, Obsession is obsession scary, and Backrooms is backroom scary. But ultimately, this movie is a 10 out of 10. I recommend watching it. So if you have not seen Backrooms yet, please go check it out in theaters for yourself.